Hi everyone. Uh, Today I'm going to show you how are we going to apply uh, or how are we going to figure out, is better to say, the qualitative research, qualitative method in this article. But I want to do something a little different. I don't want to read step by step. Just the idea is to show you if we understand what is qualitative research and with the basic methods we can understand about qualitative research. For that reason, I'm going to use maybe my personal experience to explain some things. And in that case, I'm going to uh, when I show you about the video, excuse me, I will about show you about the article. Okay, I'm going to show you what is the difference. Okay, guys, in this article we can find qualitative methods and quantitative methods. For that reason, it's so important that I made a little introduction about what is the principal difference. For me, I use two words for defining this. The first one is subjective, and the other is objective. Subjective, repeat again, and objective. Subjective is for qualitative research, and subjective and objective, excuse me, is for quantitative research. Okay, I highlight this section. Why? Because I'm going to show you in this case the author of this article when he expressed this. I'm not going to read. Okay, uh, he he used a subjective method. He thinks in subjective things. He is not objective in this at the moment when he was uh, writing the article. And if we go this part, we get objective things because we can find percents, numbers, things that they have to use they have to solve this with a investigation form. In that case, we can find that kind of numbers and things like this. Okay, so I want to go to the last part with the conclusions, right? Okay, so before to start, I'm going to show you that I use remember the basic uh, method of qualitative. We get three. Okay, the basic. The first one is observation. The second is deep interviews, and the other is focus group. With in the case of interviews or focus group, we can use it in this case for understand if this article is qualitative or quantitative. We it's necessary we use observation. Okay, with the observation using that I told you uh, about objective and subjective uh, method, we can understand if this is a, a it is qualitative or quantitative. So in that case, we start to read the conclusion. we can find this part. It was concluded the implementation of games in teaching listening comprehension could improve the students' listening ability. In that case, we can find the point of view of the author. For that reason, we can understand. Okay, he conclude this because he used qualitative research. Okay, but remember, in all investigation, in all things, we can find both as qualitative and quantitative research. Okay, so right now I'm going to told you about my personal experience that I can find this in this article. Okay, the this article talk about that government from Indonesia, they are trying to improving the listening abilities on all the students. Okay, but the other conclusions and all the conclusions show us that one of the most useful things is to use games for listening comprehension. In that case, they mention, excuse me, he or she, the author, mentioned about many games. Okay, and he start to explain game by game. We can see here, but they need to read that. So, in my case, I conclude that yes, it's so important to use games. Okay, but for doing that, we need to. So we need planning, implementation, execution, and when we use all of this, we can finish with an evaluation. So why I said that? Because in my personal experience, when you use a game, any different game, in that case, I like to use. I used to look for Spanish games, and I try to use this Spanish game from English classes. Yes, for example, as the king say, okay, we call Simon Says, or different that kind of games, because they are going to start to use their all the same. Okay, finally, my qualitative conclusion is to say games are an easy method to get young people, kids, is economic. You don't have to spend so much money maybe if you want to do other kind of games, but it's cheap. It's so cheap. It's practicing and useful uh, way to improve your listening abilities. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. I hope and my idea to do a different video, now only start to read and read and read and read, uh, was it was useful for understanding the qualitative methods.